War clouds with Japan are gathering, and the islands of Hawaii have become battlegrounds of spies, intelligence agents, and military officials, with the island's residents caught in between. Two Japanese men are at the center of a world-changing cat-and-mouse game played between Japanese and U.S. military intelligence agents at the outset of World War II.
The hit CBS drama series NCIS is the most watched primetime show on the network. But did you know that a retired NCIS special agent is also the technical advisor?
He produced a book along with one of the stars of the long-running CBS show. We have retired NCIS special agent Leon Carroll Jr. and NCIS executive producer Mark Harmon. Welcome into Great Day, Washington, gentlemen. Thanks for being here.
Morning. Morning, and thank you.
Now, I know the two of you have had a relationship for almost 2 decades now, working together. So what was it, Mark, about this story that brought you together to write this book?
You know, it's really the beginning. This is about investigating NCIS as an actor and trying to figure out what the agency was. At the beginning, there was not much information about it. I met Leon at the very beginning of starting to shoot the show, and he's the real guy. So as an actor, you're trying to grab anything you can from the real guys, and that's where the initial part of this book idea started.
Yeah, well, we've got the book right here. It's a phenomenal book. And for anybody who is looking to read this book, can you tell us just a little bit more about it?
Is that directed to me or
Yes,
Mark?
sir. Yes, sir.
I'll take it. Well, really what we wanted our audience to see is something different about the NCIS. And I think what they'll find is it's not a murder a week. This is about the origins of the organization, which are rooted in counterintelligence and counterespionage.
Mark, would it be fair to say, like, the show NCIS obviously brought NCIS to our attention of what the organization does, what the teams do, but this is just, like Leon just said, kind of giving us that start. Like, how did this all come to be? Because it wasn't always NCIS.
No, not at all. It was actually O&I, Office of Naval Intelligence, and this developed from that. And Douglas Wada, who we talk about in this book and who we introduce, is really the first of what became NIS and then NCIS. But the television show has helped all of that along. The agency was around for a long time before that, and people were doing very quiet specialty work for a long time. And Douglas Wada was an individual with a very specific skill set at the right time in the right place, and this story is about him.
Yeah. And Leon, tell us a little bit more about the collaboration. What was that process like?
It was a really complex situation because we were taking research that had been gathered through our NCIS history, NCIS Association History Organization, 2 agents by the name of Matt Parsons and Dick McPherson, who are, one is in New York here and one is in DC, hopefully watching our show, or your show. And they had put together this whole research on NCIS as an agency going back to 1882. And so when we took this and looked at it, we said, this is what we want to do, focus on this individual, Doug Wada, who was the first Japanese-American special agent, and take him through his career during World War II.
And Mark, I want to ask you, can you believe, if you look back all these years, the impact that the show has had on not just us, but your life as well? I mean, it's still one of our most watched TV shows, so long running. Now you're executive producer. Can you believe it's become like you become synonymous with NCIS, Mark?
Well, look, as an actor, you play a role and you hope it goes on a while. I don't know that you think it's going to go on for 19 years. But in the beginning, this show was based on real cases originally. And then the television formula kind of affects it, and you got to have a dead body every week. Otherwise, a couple of actors don't work. And so the formula changes. And obviously, the formula has been successful. But Leon Carroll was a guy every day that I talked to. I never did an interrogation on that show ever as the character without talking to him and asking him what he might do or what he might think, and getting some of the real stuff from him along the way, learning about this agency, just offered respect to me in trying to tell some of the real stories and get those out there with this book. I had no burning desire at all to be an author, but to work with him,
yeah,
that's important to me. Yeah.
I love this. Now you're bringing the real life stories to us. Gentlemen, congratulations on an incredible collaboration. So good to
Phenomenal
see both
book.
of you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Have a great day.
You too. You too. Be sure to check out Ghosts of Honolulu. It's available now wherever books are sold.